waste any more time and get straight to it. So I mentioned in a previous video that I was on the path to getting weight loss surgery. I had even already started my liquid diet, and I was about 2 weeks in. Okay. This week would have been my third and last week before the surgery on Tuesday. But I ultimately ended up deciding that I didn't want to get the surgery after all. I just decided that it wasn't for me. It wasn't the route that I wanted to take. So I decided to cancel the surgery. Now this was a surprise to a lot of people, including my surgeon. This is the second time that I've actually canceled getting this surgery. But I truly felt like this is the route that I needed to go when I signed up for it. But ultimately, my goal is to be able to lose the weight on my own. And I've mentioned in previous videos that I once lost a whole lot of weight, over 200 pounds on my own. But unfortunately, I've gained that weight back. I'm still not at my highest weight, but I'm not too far off. My goal is just to kind of start this journey on my own, all over again, and to go back to the same things that helped me lose in the first time. I just don't know if I could live with myself having got that weight loss surgery, because it's so permanent. There's no going back once you get it. Whereas, if I change my mind about getting the surgery, I can always just go through the process again. But it was just weighing too heavy on me. I just felt like this can't be the way that I go. I have to do it on my own. So that's it. It's officially been bagged. It's sacked. It's over. File 13. And that's kind of where I've been at lately, is where my head's going to be. I haven't started my new regimen yet because I haven't exactly figured it out yet. You know, I have plans, but they're just in the very, very beginning stages. I want to have a whole system planned out, so that I don't end up like I have been these last few years, where it's just been so hard to lose weight for me. I really have to stick to what I'm going to do, because honestly, I really can't afford to gain any more weight. I had to shovel snow the other day for my grandmother. She's 83, I believe, and she can't. We got a lot of snow here. A couple days ago, we got like, I don't even remember, but we got a lot of snow. And she's too old and small and brittle, you know, to be going out there shoveling, so she asked me to do it. And to be completely honest, I didn't want to do it. Like, I was not thrilled about the idea of having to go out there and shovel. Our walkway is so small in comparison that it was just like, it felt like I was about to climb Mount Everest going to do hers, because she has a driveway and then a massive sidewalk. And she's one of those like old school people, so it has to be done just right. It totally drives me nuts. But I went over there and I was out there shoveling snow for almost an hour and a half. Like, I was a freaking wreck. Towards the end, I finally decided I was going to take a couple breaks, but I mean, the damage was already done. My back was killing me, and it's actually worse today. Of course, it's always worse the day after. But I also noticed that I have a lot of pain in my knees, because I was trying to not do everything with my back. It didn't always work out, to be completely honest, but bending with my knees, but you know, that's a lot of pressure to be on my knees. I'm a really big guy. So I did that, and I was just like, wow. It feels like I've been lifting like 200 pounds. It feels like I've been in the gym and just hit every weight machine that I possibly could. And it's max level. Like, I was so defeated after shoveling that snow. It's such a big wake up call because I needed to go to the store today. And I was like, oh my god, I can't be in there that long because my back is absolutely killing me. And so, this is one of the reasons why I have to get back on track and lose the weight. It's so ironic because I was struggling so hard with the liquid diet for the weight loss surgery, but that's exactly what I'm planning on doing for a little while, is going back on liquid diet. I find that liquid diets are easier for me to do when I choose to do it on my own. Because I did 9 days in 2019, and that was so easy to do. Like, and it was just water, no protein, straight water, and it was so easy for me to do. That's why I was so baffled why it was so hard for me to do this liquid diet, because I was able to drink protein, so that means I had a whole lot more energy this time around. But it just felt impossible. But when I decide to do something on my own, it's a different experience. So it's so weird how that works. Like, I swear. But yeah, that's the big update. Like, I know I disappointed a lot of people when I told them that I wasn't going through with it. Like, I had so many people in my corner putting me on and telling me that this was the right way to go. So when they found out that I wasn't going to be going through with it, they were pretty disappointed. And I knew I was going to be disappointing some people, but ultimately, the choice I made was for me. And I was starting to feel like more than half of my decision to get the surgery was because so many other people felt like I should get it. So I was getting it for other people more so than I was getting it for myself. So now I'm not getting it at all, and I'm gonna go on my own. And the whole journey is about me and what's best for me. And what's best for me is not getting weight loss surgery. So that's the big news. I think that's pretty much it for this video. This is really the first actual real video I've done using the Blue Yeti. I did upload that test video, and it was truly just a test. I looked a hot mess, but who cares? But yeah, I found that the recording process wasn't quite as difficult as I anticipated. So like I mentioned in the test video, I'm recording the audio separately. So oh, that wasn't too loud. It was. Okay, sorry. So I'm recording the video on my camera, and the mic is recording on my computer separately, and I have to sync them up in, post-production in the video editor. And I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro, and this is my first time ever using Adobe Premiere. And I've done things with video, so I'm familiar. I'm familiar with video editing, but I wasn't familiar with Adobe. I've used ArcSoft Showbiz, I've used Windows Media Player, and I've used Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas being the favorite. So I decided this time I would try something new and different. And before, I wanted to try out Premiere Pro, but it was so expensive back then. And it's gotten a lot cheaper since then. And I honestly felt like Vegas was the easier one to use, but that was based off of pretty much nothing. So yeah, I'm using Adobe Premiere, and I'm just syncing everything together, and it was a much more easier process to use. I am enjoying it so far. In the previous videos, I was using a little mic, a lavalier or lapel mic, like the mini mics you see some people using for lo-fi videos or whatever. I was using that, and the one that I was using was from a brand called Pop Voice. I found that the quality of that microphone was very, very good, and it was dirt cheap. When I decided I wanted to start out with start doing ASMR, I had a budget that was basically in the negatives. So I could not afford to get a Blue Yeti right out of the bag. So I needed to find something that was super affordable but was also functional. And I found that little teeny mic, and I was so impressed with the sound quality on that thing. It's really, really good. So if you're new to ASMR or you're thinking of starting out and you don't have a big budget, get yourself a little mic. They work great. I often had it clipped onto my shirt or something. I mostly tried to have it out of view, but in the last couple of videos I think it was visible, but I didn't even care at that point. But I definitely recommend getting it if you're new to ASMR and you don't want to start out right away with getting a Blue Yeti, because honestly, I think the Blue Yeti is a little intimidating. Because once I found out that I was going to have to record my audio separately, I was like, oh my god, that's so much different than just plugging in a microphone to my device and everything being recorded right then and there. I didn't have to do the separate recording with the other mic, it just plugged right in. I do know though that there is a way to connect the Blue Yeti to DSLRs, which is what I'm using right now, and there's a way to connect it to your iPhone. And the iPhone is the other way that I record sometimes. However, I don't have like the dongle to use it on my iPhone yet. I do plan on getting it, but I don't have it yet. And as for the DSLRs, my DSLR doesn't support a USB mic. Like, I tried doing the setup that I watched other people do, and my DSLR is just maybe a little bit too old because it just doesn't recognize that I have it plugged in. So that totally sucked. But because if it didn't, I wouldn't have to do post editing, but I do. But it's no big deal. So anyways, that's the video. I think I'm done. Thank you for watching. I hope you're all doing really, really good. I hope that if you were rooting for me getting that surgery, that you're not too disappointed. But like I said, I had to make the best decision for me, and I did. So, but hopefully within the next few months you'll see me shrinking in size, because I do plan on getting really serious about losing weight. It's been such a big part of my life these past few years. It just feels like I'm either losing weight or I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm just ready to like get it right again. So I tried to do some chewing in this video, but when I talk, I obviously can't chew, and I honestly didn't plan on chewing, I honestly didn't plan on talking that much in this video, but once I get started, I just kind of go on and on and on and on. It's so funny because I also wanted to talk about a TV show that I started watching, but I just don't have time in this video. I don't want it to be too long. I'm trying to keep my videos below 20 minutes now, because the higher up videos that I've done have been really hard to upload for some reason. My internet is supposed to be really good, but the moment I hit 30 30, 40 minutes, it starts, I don't know what it does, but it takes forever. And then most recently I uploaded a video that was almost an hour. It was only like 8 minutes off from being an hour. And that took forever. In fact, I had to upload that at a friend's house. I was on a Super Bowl. It was a very small Super Bowl. Like literally, it was 3 of us. So don't freak out. But I went out to my friends for the Super Bowl, and I uploaded it there because his internet is like the fastest speed possible. And I uploaded it in no time. And I was like, "What the hell is going on with my internet at home?" But I just figured less than 20 minutes is good anyways. I don't know how long people tend to watch videos for, but 20 minutes sounds good. 20 minutes or less. So, or 30 minutes tops when I'm like drawing or something. I find that time kind of gets away from you when you're drawing. So, that's kind of hard to do, but I'm going to put myself on a time limit. It's really funny because I was supposed to have a timer on my phone so I could see where I'm at. Because where my camera's positioned, I can't see the time. It says, I think it says 17 minutes right now, which, listen to this, listen how crazy this is. My camera can only record like 25 minutes. Because if it goes any higher than that, it overheats and just shuts off. I have no idea. From what I've read, it had something to do with like classification of cameras and laws or something like that. Like apparently, if a camera records longer than like X amount of time, it has to be like called a camcorder or something like that. This was years ago. This camera is like almost 10 years old now. But back then, I guess it was different because from what I've been seeing now, DSLRs, they're not limited at all by length of time. Like, it's all about how much memory you have on your SD. And I have plenty of SD memory, but it's just, you know, I get 25 minutes, and that's a good time frame, honestly. It's just that sometimes it'll just stop, and I won't know that it stopped, so now I just try to keep an eye on the time. So yeah, but when I'm recording on my iPhone, obviously, I don't have a problem with time. It can record until it has no memory left, so. But that's going to be a whole nother issue because I'll have to, hopefully I can just drag and drop video from my iPhone onto my computer, because you know, with Apple, everything has to be kind of difficult because they want you so badly to use iTunes, but iTunes absolutely sucks for Windows. I don't know if you've ever used it for Windows, but it absolutely sucks. Like, there's a reason why in the Windows Store it has like a 1-star rating. Like, it's garbage. I would hate to have to try and sync with that all the time because my phone has 250 gigs and my computer doesn't have the space to be, like, it wants you to sync up your data and have it backed up on your computer, but 250 gigs and most of it is actually taken up. Like, I can't back that up on my computer. My computer has like a terabyte of hard drive and I have most of that used. So every time I plug it in, it's like, we can't finish this. I'm like, well, obviously you can't, but I don't want you to anyways. Because the whole thing, because sometimes you can't put stuff on or you can't take stuff out. Anyways, this has definitely turned into a ramble, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it short here. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a great day. If you're new, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.